seems to me more like a guy that has got a few ramming thingies, but overall... Oh, that's a bit bad. Oh, thank you. I mean, that helped. Thanks for helping me shoot you. Alright everybody, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Crossout with me, Spacefish. And, well, welcome back to our PvE build, because I am just coming back from some private PvE gameplay. But let me go and swap over to our current PvP build. So, as you all may remember, this is what we have been rocking for a few episodes now, and overall, I've been pretty happy with it so far. It's not been all that bad, but one major thing that this thing has been lacking so far was some extra ammo. I've played a bunch of PvP in between the two episodes just to actually get some money going, and like, the one standout point has always been that I've always not had enough ammo. So that is something that I am looking to rectify this episode with the first step of actually getting some ammo packs in there. And as you can see right here, I actually placed a buy order, I actually was sold an ammo pack, and we are actually finally going to get that onto the vehicle. So that's going to give us 30% more ammo, which should mean, I'm not quite sure if that actually rounds up or down, because, like, in theory, it should be 3.6 bullets more, so I would be hoping that it's actually 4 more bullets per gun. That would be very, very decent, very awesome. I do very much hope that's going to be the case. Then we're going to get that going today, and we're going to kind of see how well that actually works out for us, if that's going to be enough, or if, you know, I will have to grind for another ammo pack before going for some other things, like, you know, the better wheels, or, well, the better guns, I think, are the next things on the list for me. Well, maybe a different cabin eventually as well. Don't quite know. But yeah, so those are kind of the next things on the list for me. Also, kind of gonna maybe spoiler a bit here, so, you know, just skip like 10 seconds after if you don't want to be spoiled. Kind of feel like doing a drill build someday, I'll have to say. They're always quite nasty, so I don't know, I kind of just want to give it a try. I'm not really the guy to permanently use that, I don't think, because I'm really enjoying this gun design, but, you know, just looking left and right a bit and doing, like, maybe a fast build with, like, some drills in front could be a fun thing. So, you know, maybe something for the future right there. But for the time being, one second. Sorry, I just had to cough there real quick. But for the time being, let's go into the build mode. Let's place a few things aside again. You guys are probably all already still used to that from the last episode, because of course we will need to make some space to firstly move the cabin up ahead, so we can actually go and redesign this whole thing, because, you know, we already kind of did that last episode, and it already didn't quite kind of work out the way that I wanted it to work out, so we'll have to shift a few things back and forth there. And in order to do that, I am going to try my best to move that cabin up first things first. So that's going to be that. Now, as you all may remember, so we did already put the generator in here to actually, like, get that boxed in for explosives, but of course I kind of placed the frame in a bad spot here, because we will, well, we'll kind of need to move this, like, one further back. You know, like, this part needs to be here pretty much, so, like, this whole 6x4 frame needs to pretty much move, and that means that we will have to kind of somehow keep everything connected in the meanwhile while I move the 6x4s back. And I feel that was already really annoying task in the last one. So well, let's see how good we're going to be doing at that. I feel, well, if it's going to be getting too annoying, I'm probably just going to cut some things out for you, place cuts in general or something like that. But for the time being, let's see what we have here that I could use to connect things up. I think I'm going to use this 8x4 pretty much. And we are just going to... Actually, can I... I need to get rid of that other wheel, don't I? Well, for a start, let's go down here. Oh, I don't see anything. Okay. Let's move this wheel out of the way as well. So, then we've got this now. I feel we're going to have to move more parts out of the way just so I can see things properly here. Can we? Thank you. Place that down there. Place that down there. Place this down there. Alright, so that gives us a bit more of a view of the issue because these 1x8s have to go back. Wait. Ah, these are 1x8s. Why did it tell me 6x4s? Apparently I had that selected. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense that that's a 6x4. So, okay, but yeah, in general, these frames will have to move to back here pretty much, and then this frame will go up front, if that makes any sense. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to kind of connect, like bypass the frame connection so I can take these frames out without disconnecting the whole rest of the chassis, if that makes any sense. So what I'm going to try and do here, I'm just going to take a few random frames, as we already did in the last episode, and connect this stuff up. Now, we should still have a frame connection out here pretty much, so I should be able to, fingers crossed, take this thing out, yup, without any issue. So, I'm just going to place that alongside here for a second. And then this should, is this already connected up to, yes, it's also connected to this frame. So we should be able to take this one out then, I hope, and put that in there. Now, before we do that, this wheel's got to go. Then this thing has got to go. And we'll just place it like right here alongside the frame again. And then, fingers crossed. Oh, yeah, it works. Okay, I mean the generator will have to newly place that, but other than that, also, is the generator in the way now? I feel it is. Where can I place this real quick? Here? Okay. You see, it's all just a bit of Tetris today. You know, just a bit of a Tetris episode, but I want to kind of box things together properly so that we can move our explosives to the proper spots, because, you know, the idea is having them below the cabin, not in front of the cabin, like out in the open where everyone and everything can hit them. That is not quite the idea that we want to go for right here. So, now we've got these 1x8s, and those will have to go, theoretically, ideally, if they will want to go. Oh, yep, there, perfect, exactly. That's just what I wanted to do. Then I've got the other 1x8, which is supposed to be right here. Yep, like that. Perfect. And now we should have everything connected up again. So we will be taking these out again. Just like that. Nice. And what I also was kind of thinking of, right, I kind of wanted to widen this whole frame concept here. What alternatives do I maybe have here? Not really many, do I? I mean, you could do 8x4s, but that's a bit wide, right? Like, that'll stick out a long mile. That's probably also a lot heavier. I've got nothing that's 8 long and like 2 wide or something. That would be ideal, right? If I could have 2x8 frames, or at least 2 1x8 frames, that would be great. But it doesn't seem we have those just yet. So maybe that's something we can add on later whenever we actually happen to unlock that. So let's just eye that for the future for now. So I'm going to put the generator back in there. I'm going to put that wheel back on right here. I'm actually going to have to find out. These are steerables. No, wait. Both of these are steerable? Why? Does that make a lot of sense, guys? I've also kind of had the issue once, I think, where I only had my back wheels, and this became very unsteerable. So maybe, I don't feel this makes too much sense, does it? I feel the steerables should be in the middle, and then these should be unsteerable, and these should be unsteerable. This does not make too much sense to me right now. Because, like, I already had the issue where I lost my front wheels, and with only the back set of wheels steerable, this became pretty much unsteerable. So I feel, if we do something a little more like this, where the middle ones are steerable, and then the front and the rear ones are steerable, I feel for one, maybe that even increases maneuverability, I'm not quite sure. But also, I kind of feel that if I lose all my front wheels now, I'm still a lot more steerable. And if I lose all my back wheels, you know, with this being 50-50 steerable, non-steerable, it should not be as bad as in the back. Maybe that's just something I hope that is that way, but I don't know. I kind of feel that's going to be the better choice here. So, with my phone and my Discord just pinging me, again, alongside the recording as always, let's just kind of do that, and let's see what effect it will have for us. Now, before we piece anything else back together, we do, of course, need to go ahead and actually get the ammo box in down below. So let's kind of find where that's at. Here it is, ammo pack. And that does seem rather small, I'll have to say. I mean, I like it. Yeah, we will easily get another ammo pack boxed in right here. That will be a no-brainer, to be honest. Like, can we even... Could we even somehow get this fuel tank in there? I feel it's a bit of an issue getting the fuel tank in, actually, just because this generator is taking up so much space. Yeah, this would be... But if I would do the generator like this would probably make us... Yeah, I feel that would be undrivable. Is it? I feel the vehicle would actually sit on the generator instead of the wheels. I mean, I could try, but I would have to piece everything back apart afterwards again. I feel this sticks out too much, doesn't it? Let's just see it from the side. Wait, we can see it like this. I feel it could work. Let's give it a try, I suppose. I mean, this would mean that we could get the fuel tank right in there, which would significantly lower our risk of actually exploding because this thing sticks so far out to the back. Then again, that would also mean that we cannot get a second ammo pack in there, which, you know, is a future consideration. But I would really like to kind of try and see if this works. So let's do it. If it doesn't, then, you know, I'm just going to build it back to what it used to be afterwards. But, why will this thing not fit in? Seriously now? Oh, no! Okay, we can just place it right there for a second. For some reason, it does now not fit in. Oh, is it because of the... Oh, it's because of the frame stuff, isn't it? Will I really have to move it one up now? So like that, yeah? Let's see. I'm gonna just move this out of the way for a second. Oh, no. Please, no. Are you for real now? Oh, why did I accidentally have to remove this frame thing, by the way? Like, seriously, the most annoying thing I could have done right there is get that back on and move this thing up a bit and see if I can not just... Yeah, I feel I can move the wheels up by one. Just like this, just like that. And then it should fit again, I hope. It's actually quite a tight fit right there. But, yeah, come on. You already snapped. Snap back, please. There it was. Where do I need to aim for this to snap? I don't quite get it. There. Wait. That's just where I was with the mouse. Come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, there we go. So, that means... Can I get the fuel tank further in there? Nope. Okay. Alright. That means that these things are still exposed a bit, which I really kind of dislike, I'll have to say. But it feels like there's not really much of any other possibility, because issue being with this exact cabin, apparently, that it only snaps to points in the middle here. So, it can apparently not quite snap to these frames back here, because they're so far out to the side, if you get what I mean. See, it only snaps to these 4 points here, apparently. It only snaps to the inner one, so it's not as wide as my frames are. That's kind of why I need to do it like that, which is really kind of bad, really kind of annoying. Oh, and now I'm also losing the... Now I'm kind of also losing the possibility of putting a wall in front of it, don't I? Am I? Are we going to call this good enough, or are we going to call this bad? Because, I mean, I will have a certain part of my vehicle unprotected right here. The question is, how likely is it really that somebody's going to shoot me right there? And I would say it's probably next to 0, the likelihood. But it does offer a weak point to people, so I'm not too happy with it, but we'll just roll with it, I think. Still better having all these explosives protected down there. I'll just have to give up a bit of, well, minimal cabin protection for that. I suppose that is what it is. On the other hand side, I mean, we can save ourselves these 2 parts, so, you know, slightly lighter vehicle, I suppose, unless, you know, I've got any other place to put them, which I do indeed probably have another, well, actually, see, there's another weak spot now. All the stuff that I had so nicely boxed in previous to this is now not so nicely boxed in anymore, which could be an annoyance, but it doesn't have to. So, I don't know. Let's just do it like this for the time being. Let's move these walls up a bit. Just like that, and, you know, probably also going to move this one slightly over to the left, just to make sure that no bullets slip through or anything, and I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's of course kind of... Wait. Is that... Well, that works. This one... Oh, do I now need the extra frame in front? Of course I do. Ugh. That's kind of annoying, but let's at least make it a frame that's, you know, a bit smaller, maybe, potentially. 2x6 should be good. Just like that. Okay. Kind of still a bit annoying, but, you know, is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Okay, there we go. So these things then, I don't feel I need to put them anywhere, to be honest. I'm just going to get rid of them instead. Just saves us a bit of weight, I suppose. And we're going to get the guns out. I'm going to place them a bit further back, you know. Make sure they don't get hit by the explosive blast or anything. If these things are up front get hit. Okay. Alright. Let's just test drive this real quick, because I need to see if this generator thing down here works. I'm kind of on the edge about it, but it does look as though there's like 2 centimeters of space down here, so, you know, let's try, I suppose. Let's give it a try. Let's see if we can actually drive. Oh, this is scraping along the... I mean, it's scraping. Is it slowing us down, though? Doesn't quite feel like it's slowing us down, does it? I can hear it scrape and everything, but... And we, of course, only got 13... Wait. 13 bullets. How many did we have before? Didn't we have 12 bullets before? Can you all let me know down below how many bullets I actually had before in this build? I'm not actually quite sure here. It feels like this thing's turn radius hasn't really improved. More like worsened with my changes. So, that's probably something I want to undo. Other than that, you know. Do we only have 10 bullets with this stuff before? Can I see that with these guns? Oh yeah, 10 bullets. Okay, so we're getting 13. Okay, yeah, alright. I mean, that's an even number then. So we're getting 13 bullets now, which is a lot more. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. This seems to work. I'm not sure. Maybe that's the thing that actually has the effect on the turn radius, but it does seem to work, and it means that we've got more explosives kind of boxed in, so I'm going to roll with it for the time being. If you guys, you know, are of the opinion that this is a super terrible idea, and I should definitely not be doing this, just please let me know down below, and I'll change it in the next episode. Before the time being, I think we're going to roll with it. Just going to go for another test drive, see if the turn radius actually increases this way. It feels like it does maybe slightly hamper my acceleration and everything turn radius is a lot better this way, it feels like. So we're definitely going to keep the wheels this way. Even though, you know, it means that I'm kind of vulnerable when certain things happen to me. Holy moly. These guns sometimes. 300. Bullseye, nice. But yeah, okay, cool. So this is pretty good, I'd say. I'm actually going to move the guns back inward, I feel, because I think I had them kind of moved inward before. And, you know, it doesn't make sense to just present more attackable surface to any enemy, so we're just going to move those over again. And other than that, pretty happy overall. You know, explosives are boxed in, we've got some more ammo. I feel this is going the right direction overall. Still not quite sure with the generator, but other than that, I feel this is going the right direction. Okay, there we go. I'm going to overwrite this blueprint right here. Just like that. We're going to increase the power score by 100, even though we lost a few parts, but the ammo pack does obviously do a bit of work right there. And, well, that's it for the build part of this episode. Let's go and head into a proper battle against some survivors? Yeah, well, survivors, you know, other players. And let's see how this thing does. I hope that it'll do a very nice job for us. So, I'll see you all after the cut. Alright, and here we are in the first game. Kind of at the lower end of the power score band, you know, that there's one guy that's way worse off than everybody else. He's probably like pre-made with somebody, I don't even know, like 3k power score and a like 4 to 5k power score match. It seems very, 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 very bad of a thing to me, but you know, there we go. Let's go and get ourselves in here. I'm really not too much of a fan of this snipey stuff, but you know, oh, the splits on the guns. Ooh, boy. Let's just hit Steven in the face a bit, you know, and probably kind of focus a bit more on the actual players here, though. Ooh! No! Steven! Steven! Okay, Steven is gone. Let's go for Robin now, I suppose. Robin does seem to be a bot as well. So, Robin, well, hi Robin. Hello, Mr. Fleischfreak. Ooh! Go away! Flippin'. Is that a drill boy? Not really, is it? Seems to me more like a guy that has got a few ramming thingies, but overall... Oh, that's a bit bad. Oh, thank you. I mean, that helped. Thanks for helping me shoot you, I suppose. There's a lot of enemies out here, though. Ooh! He destroyed in my face. That's never too great, but I'm still going. Oh, and there's a drill boy. Oh, no! I'm dead. Okay, good stuff. I have to say, I'm actually not too sold on this whole design with the front blast walls that I put up there. If you guys know what I mean. It feels more like sometimes it actually keeps me from firing at people, which, if that's actually the case, that's probably a rather bad thing that I probably should look at fixing. So maybe we can have a quick look at that. Other than that, you know, another lost game. I'll have to say it hasn't gone too nicely today anyways, in terms of like teams and everything. I've had a lot of AFKs, a lot of people just doing nothing at all. But see, this is kind of what I'm disliking a bit, because these blast walls are a bit high up, you know. They usually block my guns a bit from actually shooting people further down. So maybe what I could do here, actually, and I'm not quite sure this works, because I'm not sure I can get the bumper onto these blast walls, but if I was to do it like this instead, this does seem to work. Okay. So the issue here being that if these things both fall off, the bumper is going to fall off as well, which I kind of dislike, but then on the other hand side, it does at least give me some more, like, firing freedom on the guns. So I think I am going to try this out. We're going to just overwrite this, and you know, if we want to go back, we always can. And then let's go to another battle, and I'll be right back with you when we've loaded in. Alright, back we are. Gonna get into the game in a few seconds, and let's see how this new blast wall works out for us. As you can see, I mean, there is still a few spots where I cannot quite aim, which I don't quite like. I'm kind of wondering if I can maybe even put it down one further, but that would of course also take away a bit from the protection off my guns from the front, so I'm not 100% sure. Let's just see how this current setup works out for us, maybe. And then we can go on based on that. That said... Whoa! Instant blap on one dude. That one is still alive, but he's now gone too. And let's just keep going, blapping people. Let's go for this dude right there. Wait, he's actually already flipped over, so we're gonna take somebody else. Hello, George! Ow! That hurt. No, it didn't. He just got killed. I thought he blew up in my face. You know, you take that, I suppose. And there is a player around this corner, so I am gonna kind of try and prioritize that player right here. Hello. Maybe not. No, the turn radius on this thing is still not the greatest, I'll have to say. Boring, annoying. Well, he's going to die anyway, so, you know. Let's just go before he blows up in my face. I'm going to take care of other enemies, if there even are still enemies out there. There's a robot right here, so let's go for the robot. Blapping like that, and, only one player remaining, but I've got absolutely no clue where he's at. Oh. Now he is apparently no more. Good stuff. That was pretty enjoyable. First win of the day, on camera at the very least. And good bunch of scrap metal. Good bunch of progress. Bit of fuel. Very nice. I feel let's go for one last one, guys. And I'll be back with you when we're in game once more. Alright, back we are in the last game of today. And we are sort of at a decent power score this time around, I feel. So let's go. Let's find ourselves some enemies and let's try not to go into that flipping acid lake again. Because, you know, if you saw the highlight from the last episode, you'll know that that is not kind of my most favorite place in this, or on this map rather. That said, where the enemies are... Oh, hello, Mr. Enemy. Take that, please. Thank you. Where's the rest of them at? I'm not quite sure. Did somebody just go into the acid lake? Oh, there's one right there. Get the heck out of here. Oh, there's people right there as well, apparently. Let's just go for those. This Devon lad seems to be looking upwards, so he'll hopefully be covering me from behind, and I'll just focus on helping my teammates back there out. Ooh, go away, please. Oh, there's a drill boy. Kill the drill boys! Death to all drill boys! Oh, well, death to him as well. That's a way to get rid of him. Oh, both of my guns are gone, though. What the heck? Ah, you'll pay for this one, buddy. Or not. I didn't even make it to the self-destruct. Holy moly. Half my team had already gotten deleted in 2 seconds, apparently. And I was like the only one in there. But at least we've got our Maribot just chilling at the A-cap, doing absolutely nothing. Ah. How I love bots sometimes, guys. How I love bots sometimes. It's absolutely awesome. Look at this. Oh, there's an enemy. Is he there? Is he here? No, he's right in front of me. Who would have thought? But, you know, let's just wait with shooting for a while. Then let's shoot up in the air. Then let's shoot the guy again. And then, you know, while we're at it, let's just shoot into absolute nowhere again until we explode. Yeah. Good job, Mary. Thank you very much for your help. Flipping bots sometimes. Okay. Anyways, though, that was an interesting last game. Still kind of liking the build so far. Definitely very nice with that additional ammo. Very, very much like that. Not quite sure about this thing yet. No, let me know down below what you all think of that. Of course, it's also sticking out quite a bit, so, you know, it's rather easy to hit if people actually notice it and aim for it. Not quite sure if that's going to happen, but, you know, something to watch out for, I guess. But let me know what you think of that down below in the comments. I would very much like some input on that. And other than that, you know, hopefully you are all happy with how the build's getting along. You know, all the explosives pretty nicely boxed in. Not perfectly, unfortunately, due to the whole, well, due to the whole, not anchoring points, but build points off this chassis, of course. But overall, I feel we are definitely going the right way with this PvP build. So, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, as always, please make sure to hit that like button down below. And if you're new around here and did not hit that subscribe button just yet, definitely make sure to do so as well right down below. And don't forget about that bell icon while you're at it to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. That said, as always, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.
You